everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, it is Tonii, and today's video is a video that I've been wanting to film for all of you for such a long time, especially since I recently asked you guys if you guys wanted to see this, and a lot of you said this was the topic that you wanted me to talk about. So I sat down, I wrote an outline, and I have it all out here for you because I really want to break it down, make sure I get you guys all the information that I can, so that way you can make your choices, your decision on what you want to do. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Tonii, and today's video is going to be on laser hair removal. Also, my update with HRT, how my body hair has changed now that I have been on HRT for literally almost a year. My face laser hair removal and my underarm laser hair removal, I've had the procedure done a few times, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, my experiences, what I thought, how I liked it, what I didn't like, if I lived it, whatnot, like all of that. I'm here to tell you guys my truth about getting laser hair removal. And if you're already here, make sure you guys subscribe to the button I noticed somewhere down there. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Now for me, I wanted to get laser hair removal done way before I even started HRT. For those of you who do not know, I am transgender and I have been on HRT for about a year, almost a year, yeah, about a year. However, I had laser hair removal done a little over a year ago. Now, I had been wanting laser hair removal on my face because obviously I wear makeup and I was breaking out a lot from putting on makeup and concealer and like foundation over the makeup. Like I would get up in the morning, take a shower, shave, and put makeup on like 5 minutes later, and like it just was really rough on my skin, and I was not loving it. I hated the way it looked and how it left my skin with texture. So I eventually decided that I wanted to go and get laser hair removal. I looked at a couple of different places. One of my really good friends was like, hey, you should check out this spot in Pasadena. So I did. I called this place in Pasadena. Now I'm not been wanting laser hair removal for a while. Once I found a place that I was comfortable with, I went there. Now my best advice for that is call about 4 different locations in different areas. Obviously, if you call it, say, Hollywood or Beverly Hills, it may be a little more expensive, but if you call maybe local to where you live or something like that, it may be a little bit less expensive. Also, read Yelp reviews, things like that. Make sure that you're happy with the place that you're going to, so that way you'll have a happy result. So prior to me getting there, I was told pricing over the phone. If you wanted to do the whole set, it would have been like $375, I think. Something like that. It was 6 sessions and it covered all of that. You paid it up front and you were good to go. It was either that or it was $75 a session, and I chose to go with the $75 session. Day that I went in to get my laser hair removal, I drove out to Pasadena, showed up, really clean place. I sat down for about 10 minutes, then they had me speak to a nurse over Skype. We went over a couple things and they were completely okay with it. From there, they took me into a room and they sat me down to get my face numbed, which means they put numbing cream all here because I wanted to get, obviously, my face laser hair removed. So I waited for 30 minutes. Then after those 30 minutes, I went into the room, and once I went into the room, they sat me down. The nurse that I got was like the nicest person ever. Sat me down and she told me, I'm gonna do 1 round, then I'm gonna do another one right after, and you tell me what you can and cannot handle. So for starters, she started all down here, and down there the skin and the hair doesn't tend to be as porous or as coarse or as thick as maybe more so right here, because down here I honestly felt hardly any pain. I think it was like maybe like a 3 out of anything, but once you started to get right in here where, you know, boys tend to have a little bit more coarser hair, or girls, if you have more coarser hair, it tends to be right in there. I don't know why, it just is. And when I was there, those were the spots that truly did hurt. Like, girl, what I'm telling you, it hurt. It literally felt like somebody was taking rubber bands and literally on my skin, which was horrible. That part did hurt. It was like about an 8 out of 10. And mind you, I was numb still. I was still numb, but it hurt so bad. And I don't think it was her fault. It was just, that's what the laser did. That's what it's there for. But I took it like a champ because, girl, she was not trying to shave. And it lasted for about 15-20 minutes, I think we were there for. And I mean, even though it was a little painful, it went by pretty smoothly. I was not upset. I loved it. She was great. Went by pretty smooth. I did have the follicles fall out. They told me not to shave, not to exfoliate, just let it fall. I will say my skin looked pretty shady for like the first week, but after that week it completely went away. It looked beautiful, loved it, was really happy with the whole procedure. And I'll insert pictures as well so you guys can see how certain parts were more dead than others, if that makes sense. which was amazing. I loved it. Totally freaking loved it. Second time that I decided to go get laser hair removal was about a month and a half later. Now this is the experience that had me stop and not go back to get laser hair removal. I went in, the procedure to have it done. I thought I was gonna have the same nurse. I didn't. I had somebody completely different, which was my fault. I should have called and asked to have that same person that did me the first time, but I had no idea that they were just gonna give me to like another random nurse. I thought that maybe they created a profile for you and that's who you got, unless maybe you complained about them. But my girl was so good that I want her. And everything was exactly the same up until the point when I sat down to get my laser hair removal. Like after the numbing and all that, I sat down and this girl did my laser hair removal in literally 5 minutes. Not cool, because I was getting a laser on my fucking face. Like, are you kidding me? All right, so overall, with just my laser hair removal, like I said, pre-HRT, I would totally do it again. I would maybe call and request the first nurse that they have. I would go back to that person because she took her job serious, if that makes sense, and that was what I really liked. If you guys know of any laser hair removal place, please let me know. I want to find one. Now moving on to the whole HRT process of body hair. This is another issue that a lot of you trans girls out there, or girls in general, or anybody is curious about. I'm going to share my experience with you all. For me, my whole HRT process with body hair has completely changed, and I'm gonna start with just body hair in general, like from the neck down. I have noticed that I don't have to like shave my arms as much, or if I shave my arms, it's just like maybe once or twice a month. My hair has gotten so fine and silky that it just literally, like, I don't feel it. The same thing goes for my legs. Like my legs, the hair grows in a little bit, but it doesn't grow into the point where you're like, oh my god, like, bitch, shave your legs. All of the body hair has completely thinned out. Even under my armpits, like I shave maybe like once or twice a week, as opposed to in the past I would have to shave like almost every day. But no, it totally has changed completely, which is really nice. Now we're gonna talk about the hair up here. Now the hair on my head, I do feel like it doesn't grow as fast as it used to, which is really interesting to me, because as a boy I feel like my hair would grow like this, like literally so fast. Before I was on any HRT, before I was on any estrogen, like all of that used to grow like that. Now my hair was kind of long, it was down to here, and then I went in and cut it shorter and tapered because I wanted it to give it a little shape and I wanted to just start having fun with it. And it has grown, obviously, but it hasn't grown at the pace that I feel like it used to grow, which is really interesting because, like I said, I'm like, damn, where's my hair? I want some hair so I can add some inches to it. But besides that, moving on to my facial hair, I will say, you guys, I do feel like, obviously the laser did help, but I do feel like I mean, I shave every day, but I don't feel like the hair comes in, once again, as thick. And I'm going to show you pictures so you guys can see the difference of how my hair grows in, and that's just literally like a whole 24 hours of me not shaving, which is really nice, because if I wanted to I could honestly just put powder on, but of course I don't like any, so I shave it off. And I'm going to show you guys what razor I use, that way if you're a boy or you're a girl and you have facial hair, like. And my best advice, guys, after done shaving and all that, to try to keep this as smooth as possible. For me, what I like to do is, as soon as I'm done shaving, I always shave right out of the shower so that my skin is nice and hydrated and warm and it's a little more slippery. Or even in the shower, shave in the shower, that works great as well. I like to use a toner that doesn't have a strong alcohol like balance to it. I like something that's really light just to tone it out. Once I do that, I hydrate the heck out of my skin. Like, I pack on 2 layers and a serum of moisturizer, just because I want my skin to be like hydrate. When I mean hydrated, I mean I want that shit hydrated. Keep it hydrated, guys, and that's what's gonna give you that smooth appearing skin. And yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I tried to make it as smooth as possible for you guys to understand everything. If you liked this video, make sure you give a thumbs up, and also let me know down below, have you had laser hair removal? Do you have problems with your facial hair? Because believe me, girl, none of us want to have facial hair. And to all my ladies out there that have facial hair, I feel you, sis. If you guys also want me to bring you along next time I get laser hair removal, let me know down below, or give this video a thumbs up. I want to know if you guys want, I'll bring you along. All right, ladies, I'll talk to you guys later.